It was a reunion years in the making and truly amazing that it took place at all. A Naples woman went to the internet to find a family she never knew. It was no secret that Amanda Jaron's father spent his first days in an orphanage before going home with the family that raised him.
My father was adopted. My father always knew he was adopted, and we knew he was adopted.
It was something that never seemed to bother John Beatty.
Growing up, he always said he didn't care who his biological family was because he was happy with his adopted family.
As time went on, the interest in his family tree grew.
He was about 40 years old, and at that time he did go back to the orphanage to find, to have a file open to see if he could find anyone. As it turns out, his biological mother had passed away prior to him finding her. The history that we got was that my father's biological mother never married either, so there were no other siblings or no cousins, and certainly kind of a dead end. This is how I remember him.
John died in 2004 at age 54. His biological family still a mystery. It fell to Amanda to find her father's relatives.
You don't have people that look like you in your family. You don't have any medical history. Every time you fill out a doctor's form, you don't have anything. So you have the same sort of questions.
With the internet as her search engine, she took a chance on Ancestry.com.
I actually ordered the test and sent it off and waited.
Then this happened.
I couldn't believe it when it started to populate names, and even sitting here I get goosebumps because I realized that my number 1 and my number 2 match were related, and there was no question in my mind that I had found my father's family at that moment.
She emailed the connections and everything fell into place. Those first branches were her dad's half-brother and nephew, the distant family coming into focus. Their physical similarities were striking.
This is my brother, my father.
Well, and the fact that they all wore their, have the same beard
they
pattern
have the same hair,
too.
I mean, they have the same eyebrows, the same hair pattern, the same color.
Yeah. They pieced together a family history. John Beatty was born in New Jersey and grew up near his blood relations in New York, but there was an added twist that Amanda wasn't prepared for. Her lost line of relatives were also in Florida now.
Many of them live in the same town, or virtually the same town that I grew up in, where my father chose to raise us. So he was living among his blood relatives for many years and had no idea.
More than 6 decades after his birth, John's family was united for the first time.
As luck would have it, the family reunion happens every year in the same town that I went to high school in. So just a few weeks ago, I was able to meet many of them.
This snapshot of Amanda and her cousins speaks volumes.
That picture to me is so, I've just never felt that sense of calmness.
The circle was now complete. John Beatty had 9 half-siblings, a big family only happy to welcome him home.
And I think he would have come, yeah. I know he was happy.